I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DMWATS.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And welcome to another episode of DMWATS podcast. You guys may see that we have did a little bit different stuff with our border. It's kind of like the late night talk show thing, ain't it?
I was thinking more morning talk show, but late night.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
it
well,
works.
that's
it's contemporary.
Yeah, it's like we were on the news on like wake up this morning. I don't know.
Today's fishbowl topic is invisibility.
Yeah.
Tell us, Mr. Invisibility, how does it feel to be
Mhm.
invisible?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. You must be mute.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate you for having us. So let's get into it. Crypto.com, NFTs. You guys make sure you get on there.
I put it up there.
She put it up there. Make sure you type in Misty under the NFTs and you will find a big old collection of NFTs over there. So you guys go ahead and make sure you take a look at that. DMWATSpodcast.com is where you can find the videos along with all the other streaming services. AMC, Doge, Shiba, and brain fart there. Oh. It's not up there. We haven't drawn the Saitama up there.
No, but I did draw Nisa.
But that's what my next thing I was going to. You may see the Nisa up there. So our dog is up there. And so, yeah, this is the last episode. You guys see we have our new member of the family, Nisa, the service dog. And if you wonder how she's doing, she's next to us eating our milk bones. She's learning a lot very quickly.
I had put him in a puzzle ball.
And
like a first step puzzle ball.
And that puzzle ball is obsolete.
There was like 5 of them in there and they're gone.
Are they all done now?
They're gone.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
she's chewing on the last one. All right. Well,
she
great puzzle. So
well, and today, I mean, you've literally taught her, let's see, sit, paw, high five.
Yep. And down.
Down and
so
wait.
Wait. Yep. So this is a matter of 4 days.
And she looks at him like, okay.
Yeah, this is nothing.
So I do expect her to speak the Queen's English by mid-February.
She's gonna be something else. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she watches way too intently, and she got one of Daddy's good shoes.
Yeah.
And I found it, and she was chewing on it, so I took it, and I talked to her, and I shut the door to the closet. It's a sliding door. The problem with that is she was watching me the whole time, and I looked at her, and I was like, I don't like the way she's looking at me. Walked over to the sliding glass door, put her nose in it, and nudged it open. And as I was saying, don't you dare learn how to open that door. Yeah, too late.
Yep, struggle is real.
So
struggle is real, people.
I just don't know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
She's highly intelligent.
Yep, she's doing her thing.
At 4 months.
She is doing her thing. But anyway, you guys, like we said, welcome to another episode, DMWATS podcast. She's going behind.
We're gonna get through this podcast.
We're gonna get through this podcast because she's now trying to go behind the TV. Yep. And she is trying to get. You guys can hear the wife trying to discipline her because she rolled her little treat ball behind the entertainment center, and she's like, "Yep, I'm determined to get it." But whatever, baby, is it you today for the fishbowl? Okay. Well, the only other thing that has happened today, if you guys live in our area, is that it's colder than cold now. Yesterday was 51. It was like 60 degrees.
How many cold analogies do you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Colder than a witch's titty.
And
colder than a well digger's butt.
Never heard that one. Yep. But never heard that one before. But our point being, it was extremely cold here.
It was cold.
It dropped down to what, like 15? It feels like -8. Yeah. And the day prior, it was 60 degrees.
It's not good for pain.
Keep that. Yeah.
If you're a chronic pain person, don't live in Kansas.
There's affected by weather. Probably not a good place to live. Yeah, we even got snow. We didn't, but up in the northern part of the state, we got snow. But it is time for the fishbowl topic.
I didn't even know that was in there.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, but we're going to talk about it.
The fishbowl topic of today is teen pregnancy. You know, something nice and light for your Wednesday hump day attraction.
Teen pregnancy. Let's talk about it. So, I mean, look, I can say this. I feel like, in my opinion, that this topic has been idolized as a great thing to do now. Like, if you're not pregnant as a teenager, what are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're not pregnant as a
teen mom, or whatever that show
like,
is.
What are you doing? Like, everybody should be like teen mom is by far one of the dumbest shows, in my opinion, that has come out. It may have started off with good intentions, like, hey, let's document, you know,
the struggle that they go through.
Struggle that
there
they go
is a
through.
struggle, of course.
It started off with good intentions, and I was like, oh, okay.
Like 20 years ago.
Yeah, when it started off, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad show. It was documenting the things that you know, these teenagers have to learn being a teen mom. Now it's damn near like watching a Kardashian show or something. It is literally just a bunch of entitled people who go their entire time.
It really is.
Getting pregnant at a young age and then messing around with one of the other ones, baby daddy, getting pregnant by him, and it's like, I don't know who's the father, blah blah blah.
Well,
so I'm like, man, this is,
it really is, but I have no idea. I don't want.
Yeah, this is just a big documentary of Maury Povich going on. You know, this is real world Maury going on, or something like, who's the daddy and this and that, and it's just it's annoying. It's
weird to me how it has evolved though, because just, you know, really, if you think about it, 50 short years ago, which is pretty short, even, well, no, maybe 60 years ago, girls were sent away to, you know, the convent, or to the you know, they needed a break. They needed a mental health break. Of course, we didn't call it mental health back then. They shipped them off to an insane asylum and took the baby. Like, we've come that far in that short amount of time. Thank God we have. Yeah. Because things happen.
And I also feel that, you know, that when it comes down to it too, I believe that what was tried to told to us back then and told to our parents back then, I think it reigns more now than it did before, as far as like, hey, there's a big world out there. And it's like, hey, you need to be thinking when you out there doing the thing.
Yeah.
Or if you're doing that stuff, you know, protect yourself, because you don't want to end up, you know what I'm saying, either like, well, for one, pregnant, and you're not for sure if the guy who's got you pregnant, one's going to stick around. You know what I'm saying? Being pregnant, whether you want to realize it or not, it is dangerous. People take that for granted.
It really is, especially now.
Yeah, being pregnant is dangerous.
There's no beds at hospitals. Like, it's really, you know.
And they are turning folks away.
Yeah.
At these hospitals. I ain't saying they turn you away if you're pregnant, but.
And babies keep dying here in Kansas with COVID, and that
scares
me.
It is a true thing. So like nowadays, being pregnant is scary. Being pregnant as a teenager, you know, I'm gonna give you, I even do you one better. Being pregnant as an anti-vaxxer, anti-mask teenager. You know what I'm saying? And in this day and age,
before all that, it was just scary.
It was just scary. So
it's a hard choice to make for a woman of any age.
Yeah, and
it's a hard decision to make,
and
it's
the things
scary.
That we will say right now, things you don't think about. You know, saying like when you get pregnant, it's like, oh, okay, so insurance, you know, food, shelter, you know, the basics. Don't automatically assume that it's up to your parents to
diapers,
you know, step in and help. And this and that. Yeah, parents will help, hopefully.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that your child is their responsibility. Well, that's just facts.
And it's crazy. And I wish I would have saved it. I didn't know this was in here, or I would have. But I was actually this morning, KDHE, I want to say it was a KDHE, put out something in Kansas saying it was like a poster of statistics of pregnancy in Kansas, and how it's like the mortality rate is at 35% in rural areas for babies being born in mamas. Like, that's huge. This is 2022. We shouldn't have that issue, but we do. And it's not because medicine isn't great. It's just your body takes on that much trauma. So, you know, it's just scary.
That, and I would say it's even now, pregnancy has been around since dawn of man. Even now, the lack of education that comes with being pregnant.
The lack of education.
Because let me give you an example that comes. It is so much. This happens so much and so many times where you'll have a teenager that gets pregnant, right? Tries to hide it from her parents, so doesn't say anything till she has no choice. By the time she has no choice, either mom has noticed or dad has noticed, and stomach is out. That's probably easy around 3 months time frame, 2 to 3 month time frame, with no prenatal vitamins, no care to make sure that everything's going okay with this pregnancy. So keep that in mind. When you're trying to hide it, you're jeopardizing your baby at the same time. You know what I mean? Because you don't want nobody to find out.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
You were a young dad.
Mhm.
I mean, you were like what, 19?
Yeah.
That's a teenager.
Yeah. No, I was 18.
18.
I was 18 years old.
No, Jack.
Yeah,
At 18.
you don't.
I promise you, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't
And
care what you've been through. You don't know.
and don't get me wrong, I was blessed enough to be in the military at the time, you know, so medical care, all those things were provided. But, you know, the average person, you know, that's a scary thing. It's like have the baby because let's face it, hopefully you got that insurance, but more or less, so a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
They had the baby. Hospital ain't gonna turn you away. They'll deliver your baby, but that bill will come due.
Yeah. I mean, I had Devin at 22 and it was hard. We didn't have medical insurance and all that stuff. We had jobs, but we didn't have all of that.
Yeah, check come due.
And it was like, okay, and this is no shit. We used credit cards.
Yeah.
For like doctor's bills and diapers and all that stuff. We had to. We didn't have.
And that's scary. That is
like
literally scary.
And that was in 98. I can't even imagine having a child now.
Yep.
Things are so much more expensive.
It's so much more expensive. And not just more expensive, people are okay with telling you, well, we can't help you. Oh, nowadays. It is literally okay. I mean, heck, prime example, like we said, you got hospitals turning you away if you got COVID and you're not vaccinated.
Yeah.
Who even thought that would be a thing? You know what I mean? But just keep that in mind. And so not just being pregnant, you know, that's just the pregnancy side of it that we talked about. The afterwards, you keep in mind, you have to raise this person that's stuck with you for life now. You need to understand there's getting through cooking the bun in the oven, and then there's getting through the delivery. Now you have another soul you are responsible for. You are responsible for. So diapers, they literally cannot defend for themselves. You are responsible for everything that goes with caring for this child.
And I've seen some people that had, you know, I've known people that have had kids as a teenager, and one aspect, the relationship is so cool, you know, because it's like they did grow up together. But at the same time, I sit back and it can really make the person stronger on both. It can make the kid and the mom way stronger, or the dad, because you guys did have to grow up together and you went through it all together. So there's a little bit more of a forgiveness in there sometimes. And it's a hard decision no matter what, but I can't imagine teen mom. Nope.
Yeah. And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like these shows idolize it like it's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They idolize the you know, teen pregnancy like it's all good.
I can't speak on it because I haven't watched it since the 90s probably. But I remember that shift right after I had Devin. I remember driving by when they were like redoing the high schools. Yeah. And they put in, all of a sudden I saw this playground go up at the back of the high school. And I was like, what are they doing? So I kind of, you know, I was like, hey, does anybody know what's going on? This is before Facebook and all that. You actually had to call someone. And there had been so much teen pregnancy in an effort to get girls to stay in school. They put up a daycare. There was a daycare at the school. Wow. Yeah. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. But have we gone to the solution? Like, what's the problem? Yeah. Have we addressed the problem? Yeah. Are we addressing the problem?
And I think the problem is also, I ain't gonna say the sole problem, but I also think the problem is education never matches today's issues.
It doesn't.
The education never matches.
Even when we were kids, sex ed did not match
what people were going through now. No. And here's the other part of why that's such an issue. The amount of red tape that you have to go through now to make a change or want to put that out there, even though today our kids probably know more about sex, drugs, violence, everything.
They do.
Than you even imagine.
Yep.
But the amount of red tape you'd have to go through the school system to be like, look, we need to teach our kids about this.
I don't understand why my kids' education, thank God they're all grown. Why does anybody's education though have to go through freaking all of this committee, all of the parents' issues, all of the politicians' issues, the governor, the superintendent? Like, it has to go through so much because it all comes down to money.
It comes down to money.
They want to say it's morals. It ain't.
It ain't.
It's freaking money. And you're
it's
not
politics.
teaching our children the truth about anything.
It's money and it's politics. Because, you know, like she said, money, nobody wants to release the money. And politics, because if you have a Republican governor, I feel like
not gonna teach
I feel
to
like
practice safe sex.
I believe if a Republican governor or a predominant Republican state wanted to do something like this, the Democrats would have a problem with it. The Democrats wanted to do something like this, the Republicans would have a problem with it, solely because the other is doing it.
And you know what's
And
going to happen?
they're not getting any
the
damn
kids
thing
are still
done.
doing it.
The kids are still
the kids
doing
are
it.
still doing
They
it.
would spend years arguing about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the kids are still doing it.
Yeah. And that's the sole truth. And they're each would blame the other. And meanwhile,
and here's the truth. You cannot control a teenager. You can't. You can't control anybody. But you can educate them.
Yeah.
And if you tell them the truth and you show them how hard it is, and I do like you believe that when that show first came out, they were trying to show that harder side.
Yeah.
But it turned into a glamorizing thing.
Yeah. Like this is cool.
That it's okay.
Yeah. Like this is cool. Like these teen moms, they were doing reunions as they're adults,
like they're
and
going away on vacation
and they have 2 and 3 kids at this point. I'm like,
uh-huh.
But like it's like, because the thing is, you know, everybody got to understand. You want to know why that's a problem? Say your teenager loves watching Teen Mom, and they see the things that are going on in Teen Mom, and like, wow, I want to be on this show. What's the first part of being on that show?
Gotta be pregnant.
Gotta be pregnant. What's the first part of being on that show? It's gotta be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And live in a not so good neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a not so good neighborhood and things like that. This is the stuff that what they do. They glorify it and they keep the cycle going. You understand what I'm saying? And because as a teenager, you're not thinking about, so after 9 months it's over, right? No. The pregnancy ends, then it starts your time as a parent. You know what I'm saying? And hell, we've said it to our children. We happily take the role of grandparents, but they are your kids. Don't turn to us talking about, can you watch them when I go to the club? Hell no. Nope. Not at all.
And I hate to
not
be
at all.
that
I hate
way.
to be that way, but
I
this
hate
is
to
what
be
it
that
is.
way, I really do.
This is what it is.
So, but nobody watched the kids so I could go to the club.
Yeah.
I didn't ask people to watch the kids so I could go to the club. When I would ask someone to come over because I just could not do it that day, it was, can I just please go to Walgreens or to the grocery store for 5 minutes? I don't need you to drive me. I just need you to watch the kid so I can get in and out of the grocery store.
Yeah.
Because I just cannot take them right now. That was it. It was a necessity thing.
Yeah.
And if nobody could, I took the kids to the grocery store.
Yeah.
It was never I want to go to the club or anything like that. I just, because it was my responsibility, I decided to have a kid.
Yep. But that's the thing, right? Because this is not a payback for you getting pregnant.
No,
that's not what it is. It's not a payback. Oh, I'm not watching your kid. No, it ain't got nothing to do with it. The thing is, you got to understand is that
it's hard.
The grandparents were parents already. And although they love their grandchildren, it's like, hey, but I ain't trying to have my weekends, you know what I'm saying, or my nights about, hey, you want them to spend the night.
That's
I'm
the thing
like,
about
no.
having kids when we had them at our ages,
Hmm?
we're young.
Yeah.
And I like quiet.
Yeah.
But I love our grandbabies.
Yep. But
I'm not an all-nighter until they're probably like 5.
No.
Like 5 or 6, I think I'll be good.
Right. But then that's also what the flip side that they can come back at us. It's like, well, y'all had them young. And look, as I'm trying to get to where when I get that old, my kids are older. Look, I get all that. But here's the thing. When you are going through those things, it seems like the worst time of your life. And this isn't something that as you cry yourself to sleep that night, the next morning it's all over with. It's not, you know, this is not a spanking that you get and then the next day it's over with.
Right.
No, you can cry yourself to sleep wondering how you're gonna feed your child tonight, and tomorrow still have nothing to eat. So keep that in mind.
I just think the hardest thing is because I really don't see the education system helping. I feel like because teenagers think they freaking know it all anyways,
Yeah.
That they're just like, I got this. And some of them do.
Some of them do.
And some of them did.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not going to say that was a majority.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Yeah,
it is a select few that went on and graduated or got their GED or went on to college and made something.
Yeah, but it's not simple. They still struggle. They
just made your life, which life is already hard, 20 times harder.
It's not a thing that, look, we ain't trying to sit here and say shame on you for getting pregnant.
No, it happens. That's not, but
look,
you gotta make the best of it. And you gotta know right now that if you want to succeed with this child and do what's best for the child, you need to stay your ass in school. Yeah. Even though they're not teaching you shit, get that GED so you can go learn some real shit.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, I think that that's right. I have to add.
It's a very hard topic.
It is a very hard topic.
I was prepared for fluff, and I got I got the weight of the world and Teen Moms.
Hey, shit happens though, right? Is what was we roll with whatever comes our way.
I know.
But I have to
talk
say,
to the Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man is sitting there right now, like, shit. Well, I'm invisible. They won't know if I walk away.
They don't know how many kids I got. They can't see them.
He gone. He like, yeah, I ain't want no part of this shit. But the one last thing I have to say about this topic too, with the teen pregnancy, you ladies, take one good look at that partner that you're with. And do you think at 16, because we all did, or 17 as a teenager, that your life is mapped out and that's who you're going to be with for the rest of your life? Do you see this person as an individual who will stay in your life? Look past your hormones, look past everything.
Weight gain and weight loss.
All that,
weight gain and
you
weight
think
loss.
He's gonna stick around for all that? Hey, some do.
Of course they do.
Some do. But keep in mind.
Thank God for them.
Keep in mind, as a man and a person who has done this before, I will tell you, it's really easy to tell a woman what you know they want to hear so you can get what you want, and then be like, deuces. As a man that has sat here and said these things to women before in my life, you understand what I'm saying? Now you have these guys that will say those things with no intentions.
Sure.
No intention whatsoever.
They want to get what they want to get.
Yeah, no intention of sticking around or anything like that. But I got to tell you, like we said, raising children, we got 5 altogether. Keep that in mind.
This is the way my hair's pink.
Yeah. We got 5.
You don't see the light.
We got 5 all together. And we can tell you this. It ain't simple.
No, but I also want to say this. We're still not at a point in our society where we're teaching the dudes to keep it in your freaking pants.
Truth. Because we made this about
this to girls because they're the ones with the consequence. You're the jerk that gets to walk away. They're the ones that are going to walk away with a being that they have to take care of, work 10 times harder, and stretch marks. And a messed up hormone system the rest of their freaking life. And
I have to say this.
So, guys.
Yeah, I have to say this too. Because I'm sure we all aware of what's been going on in Texas with that abortion law and things like this. Excuse me. Now, granted, I don't believe in abortion. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But
I believe in pro-choice.
But I also believe in pro-choice. I'm not knocking you if you don't. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is here, the stuff that they pass over there is like, it doesn't matter if it was incest, a product of incest, forced, like rape, anything like that. Though that's a whole nother area, a gray area, where it's just like, okay, now what? So that goes with what you were just saying. Why not just make it and be like, okay, well, the men can get, you know what I mean?
Right.
Why can't the men, practice safe sex, get vasectomies and things like that?
Well, and that's the thing, this whole condom in the schools thing, it's for the guys. Yeah. We're not wearing the condoms.
Yeah, it's true.
It's the guys.
Yep.
So why do we have an issue with that when we won't even allow girls to have birth control?
Right.
This makes no sense to me.
I don't even think they teach sex ed anymore.
I don't know.
I don't even think they teach it anymore. I don't know.
I think it's watered down in like 7th grade in health about periods. Mm-hmm. I really do.
Yeah.
And even then it's BS because all girls are going to, trust me, bleed differently.
Yeah.
So it's just the whole system is skewed and screwed up. And then it all comes down on the girl. It all comes down on the teenager. It all comes down on the woman. And I get really sick of it.
Yeah. And so what we can say is this, is like, you know, the changes are only going to be made when people decide to make them. You know what I mean?
And when respect comes back.
When respect comes back.
And so, that's a trickle down. You want to talk about trickle down economics? Let's talk about trickle down respect. You want to have respect back in America? Start at the freaking top. Start at the media, start at the senators and the congressmen, and have that trickle back down to the people in small town USA, so we can see that there's respect, so we can get our respect back.
Right.
So because that's what 100%. It comes down to.
So those people can actually, you know, teach,
educate.
Yeah. So people can be educated on it. Yeah. And then make logical decisions, not just being out there, you know what I mean?
And not to say that shit doesn't happen, because it does. And girls get pregnant all the time. Yeah. And they make the choice that's right for them. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. But they need to be educated, and there needs to be more of a medical something open to them.
Yeah, no, that 100% agree, because a lot of it is lack of education. I mean, a lot of it is lack of education and stubbornness. And support and stubbornness too.
Don't get me started.
A dash of that.
You're giving me a headache.
Well, it's about time to wrap it up anyway.
Gave me a headache.
You pulled.
You wrote it.
Yeah, whatever. So you always got to point the finger. Hey, but anyway, no, hey guys, that's been our topic. Teen pregnancy. We got through it. You know, it's a tough one. Is what we'll say, and we'll leave it at that. So either way, you guys know what it is. You guys know where you can find us, DMWATSpodcast.com. Our crypto, make sure you guys head over to crypto.com at our NFTs. Look up Misty. There's so many great NFTs on there. I'm telling you now, there's some good ones that are going to be auctioned off. So you guys go ahead and take a look at those. You can find us on all the streaming services, DMWATSpodcast.com, Doge, AMC, Shiba, and it's not up there, but Saitama also. We bought all of those. So signing off, Nisa says bye too.
Oh yeah, Nisa.
Yeah, Nisa says bye too.
She's camera shy tonight.
Yeah. Is she still over there just laying down?
Oh yeah, see.
She's just chilling. Yeah,
like,
she heard her name.
I heard my name.
So but
big she's up.
Okay. All right. We'll take care of her.
Yep.
All right. So signing off for DMWATS Podcast. I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
And that is we're staring at her like, what are you doing? And we are DMWATS. We're signing off. We'll catch you guys next time.
We're puppy tired.
We're puppy tired. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.